Thor Odinson is Marvel's noble god of thunder, son of Odin and the earth goddess Gaia, forged from Norse myth into a modern superhero. Raised in Asgard and bound to Midgard, Earth through his human guise, Donald Blake, Thor embodies courage and duty to both realms. He wields the enchanted hammer Mjolnir, which grants him control over storms, flight, and dimensional travel, but only if he is worthy. Across decades, his character arc has spanned classic Avengers adventures, Ragnarok cycles, and sacrifices for Asgard, even hanging himself on Yggdrasil to attain rune magic. In short, Thor is the archetypal mythic hero in Marvel Comics, a warrior king who bridges gods and men. Robert Bob Reynolds, the Sentry, is almost the opposite, a retroactively discovered hero introduced in 2000 as the man with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Originally a forgotten Golden Age hero, Reynolds was revealed to be a mild-mannered man who, after ingesting a potent super soldier serum, the Golden Sentry serum, gained immeasurable powers. His story explores the weight of absolute power. Despite his immense abilities, he suffers from mental fragility. His dark alter ego, the Void, is a sentient force of destruction born from Reynolds' repressed psyche. Thematically, Sentry mirrors a Superman-like figure twisted by modern storytelling, a protector who must fight his own inner darkness. He joined teams like the New Avengers and Dark Avengers, only for his legacy to be mired by his struggle with the Void and catastrophic events like Siege and King in Black. In Marvel lore, Sentry represents the cosmic wildcard, capable of near-godlike feats, yet unpredictable due to his human mind. Thor's power stems from his divine Asgardian physiology and enchanted armaments. Physically, he possesses superhuman strength, speed, and stamina, vastly beyond mortal limits. In one measure, Marvel's handbooks cite him lifting 100 tons or more. Over his history, he's beaten titans and gods alike. He has clashed with the Hulk, Silver Surfer, Hercules, and Gladiator to stalemates or victories, and even overpowered Hela, who herself noted he was too fierce to handle. His endurance is similarly immense. Thor has resisted forces like a neutron star's gravity, survived vacuum and nuclear blasts, and can heal from injuries ordinary superheroes could not. Mjolnir is central to Thor's arsenal. Forged of mythical Uru metal and enchanted by Odin, the hammer returns to him when thrown, can be used to fly by whipping it through the air, and allows Thor to channel elemental forces. He can summon thunder, lightning, wind, and rain at will, for example, generating planet-shaking thunderclaps and even quelling stellar supernovas in the comics. Mjolnir also grants some dimension travel. Thor used it to traverse between Earth, Asgard, and other realms. Only the worthy can lift Mjolnir. This mystical bond makes the hammer itself a symbol of Thor's honor. Beyond strength and Mjolnir, Thor has other special attributes. He is an expert warrior after millennia of training. His royal blood gives him access to the Odin Force Thor Force, a vast mystical energy he draws on in dire times. Thor also has a belt of strength that can double his power at the cost of energy, and sometimes uses armor or enchanted weapons, like the axe Jarnbjorn or Stormbreaker. His physiology grants long life and immunity to illness. As Rune King Thor, he cannot die of age or disease. Perhaps most uniquely, after Ragnarok, Thor gained rune magic by sacrificing himself, giving him cosmic-level wisdom and power. In sum, Thor is a blend of raw Asgardian might and cosmic enchanted weaponry. Sentry's powers are virtually off the charts. The comics describe his serum as moving his molecules an instant ahead of the current timeline, effectively endowing him with limitless power. Sentry has vast strength, speed, stamina, and durability, often portrayed as second only to cosmic entities. He has lifted helicarriers, caught a falling celestial, and stalemated Thor in direct combat. He has torn apart powerful foes with ease, including Terrax and Ultron, and once vaporized Carnage effortlessly. He can emit powerful energy blasts and resist nearly every form of physical or mental assault. Sentry can fly at solar speeds, teleport, and detect microscopic or global-scale signals. He can absorb energy, regenerate from molecular destruction, and is considered immortal unless he chooses otherwise. Merged with the Void, his power increases exponentially with access to darkness manipulation and fear-based reality warping. In summary, Sentry is near omnipotent. Thor has held the weight of entire planets, defeated the Midgard serpent in a battle that shook the cosmos, and even cracked the armor of the Celestials. As King Thor and Rune King Thor, he's erased timelines, restored the World Tree, and stared down Galactus in oblivion. He has battled and bested beings like Gore the God Butcher, Mangog, and even Phoenix hosts. His fights with Hulk often end in stalemates, and he has fought Silver Surfer to a draw. Thor has summoned the God Blast to decimate enemies even he cannot overpower physically. When wielding Stormbreaker or powered by the Odin Force, Thor can stand against abstract beings and rewrite reality. Sentry, on the other hand, has feats that border on the surreal. He once ripped Ares in half during Siege, fought World War Hulk to a near standstill, and vaporized Molecule Man's body, though he later reformed. He has destroyed entire armies single-handedly and even manipulated memory across the world. In one storyline, he tore through reality itself while in his void form. During King in Black, he was shattered by Null, but even then, his legacy loomed. He has proven resistant to magic, time manipulation, and even death itself. Thor and Sentry both exist in the upper echelons of Marvel's powerhouse characters, and a battle between them would be earth-shaking and cosmos-splitting. Thor has superior combat experience, versatility with magical weapons, and a moral clarity that drives him to adapt and overcome. His access to the Odin Force and rune magic grants him not just brute force, but strategic, god-tier energy manipulation and ancient knowledge. Sentry, meanwhile, has raw potential and reality-defying power, but is limited by his mental state. If he is fully stable or void-merged, he can easily match and perhaps surpass Thor in destructive capability. However, his volatility is his greatest weakness. In a straight-up battle, Rune King Thor would likely triumph due to his wisdom, magic, and the fact that he's overcome chaos gods, time loops, and reality warpers. But against a fully unhinged, void-amplified Sentry, the outcome becomes far murkier, perhaps even unwinnable by normal means. Ultimately, this is not just a clash of strength, but of identity. A god who knows who he is versus a man unsure if he is god or monster.